very day, they came to the desert of Sinai. After they set out from Rephidim, they entered the desert of Sinai. And Israel camped there in the desert, in front of the mountain. Then Moses went up to God, and the Lord called to him from the mountain and said, "This is what you are to say to the house of Jacob, and what you are to tell the people of Israel. You yourselves have seen what I did to Egypt, and how I carried you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself. Now if you obey me fully and keep my covenant, then out of all nations you will be my treasured possession. Although the whole earth is mine, you will be for me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are the words you are to speak to the Israelites." So Moses went back and summoned the elders of the people and set before them all the words the Lord had commanded him to speak. The people all responded together, "We will do everything the Lord has said." So Moses brought their answers back to the Lord. Our responsive reading is from Psalm 93, verses 1 and 5. The Lord reigns. He is robed in majesty. The Lord is robed in majesty and is armed with strength. The world is firmly established. It cannot be moved.
Your throne was established long ago. You are from all eternity.
The seas have lifted up, O Lord. The seas have lifted up their voice. The seas have lifted up their pounding waves.
Mightier than the thunder of great waters. Mightier than the breakers of the sea. The Lord on high is mighty.
Your statutes stand firm. Holiness adorns your house for endless days, O Lord.
strength that will make life better. But what does it mean?
be a sign to others that God is around. I've told you the story repeatedly about the barn fire in 1982. And how a lady in a grocery store told my mother after that happened, "Gee, God didn't treat you guys very well, did you?" To this day, my mother won't tell me who that was, because I probably know them. But the point was that even though that challenging thing happened, it didn't mean that God didn't love us. And it means the same thing today when, as believing Christians, we face challenges. There may be campers out there who are just going to whine and complain. And it's going to get hard and tired for you as staff. And my advice is, deal with it. But don't deal with it in your own strength. You yourselves have seen what I did to Egypt, how I carried you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself. He opened the Red Sea. He got the Israelites out through 10 plagues. He made things happen that seemed humanly impossible. And so as we seek to be and understand our role is not about making us comfortable, it's about making us great to be a sign to those around us. What's it mean to be great in the kingdom? What does it say? What makes us great in God's kingdom? Anybody remember? To be a servant. Always paying attention to the other servants. But one of our Sunday school kids knew it without even being prompted. I was so impressed. Apparently the Sunday school is doing its job. The reality is, it's in serving others that we are great. And so God uses us to be a blessing, and He helps us. Now, how does that help show up? It shows up when unexpected things happen. We've been doing choral camp and training week, and a bunch of people having to sleep in tents because we don't have enough tent trailers, right? Anybody notice that when you're at training week or choral camp? Yeah, so I've been looking around to see if I can find another tent trailer to maybe help that out. I'm talking to my friend Steve Spring, you know Mr. Spring from high school. Yeah, so his parents called me up the other day and said, "We're getting rid of our tent trailer. It's from 1984. But they took really good care of it. It's in better shape than mine, which is newer. And I went down Thursday to get it and to bring it back, and then I was transferring the ownership over to, and you can do it without having to pay taxes if you're a charitable organization. And I only had to go there about 3 times, because every time I went there, they said, "Yeah, Jim, you got everything we told you you need. Now we need this." Eventually, I got it done. But guess one of the questions they said? Do you have the original receipt from when it was bought to prove that it had taxes paid on it? And I thought, that's crazy. I said, "You know that's 1984. They said, "Yeah, or somebody, a sworn oath that they were paid." So I called up Mr. Spring's Mr. Spring. Mr. Spring Sr., yeah, Jim is his name. And I said, "You wouldn't happen to have the receipt from 1984, would you?" They said I needed it in the license bureau. I said, "Just a minute." He goes away and comes back and says, "Yeah, I got it right here." He's way more organized than I am. I thank God and I thank Jim Spring. And him and his wife Helen scanned it in and sent it to me, and we got it transferred. So when people donate things to you without asking, and they have the receipt from 1984, God is good. And it's not just that. There are lots of other times when things will happen at just the right time. Camp staff, people in the church, pay attention to when things happen at just the right time. It will encourage us to keep on keeping on, even if we're having challenging things. Ryan's may end up going for a bone marrow transplant. Ryan, how many matches did they find for you? 24. Is that normal? Apparently not. So, it can at least be encouraging that maybe God's involved and has a plan. We've been having trouble with cold weather getting people signed up for camps. So I got a call from a parent. You guys remember Chase Power, who's gone down to Sydenham? Chase's mother calls up and says, "Hey, is there room for Chase in the camp?" I said, "Yeah." He says, and he's got 2 friends. Now the mom